Walqixxe University is one of the third-generation higher institutions in Ethiopia that have been founded in 2012. The university, located in the Guraghe zone of the Southern Nations, Nationalities and Peoples Regional State, which is 158 kilometers southwest of the capital city, Addis Ababa, is established for the purpose of providing and promoting higher education learning, research and community-based outreach programs in the country to ensure the realization of the national vision of reaching the level of middle-income countries by 2020. Walqixxe University, as a partner with local, regional and national administration, initiated various community problem-solving oriented projects in order to eliminate poverty and improve the livelihood of its surrounding community. The university launched its multifaceted community-based projects after undertaking intensive preliminary research on problem identification and prioritization among the Guraghe and neighboring society. The Research and Community Service Vice President Office with the university aspires to address basic and long-lasting community problems which were identified through its preliminary research. To this end, the office classifies these problems into different themes. This has resulted successful and well-oriented proposals and funds from the university and other stakeholders. Some of our successful community-based problem-solving activities since 2014 are outreach service to the students of Guraghe and Silti zones and Yem Special District on science, technology, English and mathematics, supply of 15 dry waste disposal containers for Walqixxe town, primary and secondary school teachers training on science, English and mathematics, conducting community school education, training to law professionals from Guraghe zone and Yem Special District, training to secondary and preparatory school female teachers from Guraghe zone and Yem Special District, training to preparatory and secondary school ICT teachers from Guraghe zone on network installation, computer and bureau machine maintenance, drinking water supply to the surrounding Buchach locality, provision of free legal service to low-income community members, classrooms and administration G+5 building design and bill of quantity to the Yaberus Walqixxe Secondary and Preparatory School, website design for Guraghe Zone Culture and Tourism Office, the provision of training and seedling aid to plant variety vegetables in order to sustain food security in the surrounding Terar Qabale of Ija district, and various training provisions for health workers, agriculture experts, teachers and students, among others. In this particular video, we'll show you the initiative and progress of one of our biggest community service schemes implemented in Terar Qabale of Ija district in the Guraghe zone. The project called Women in Agriculture. This project was primarily initiated by our former Research and Community Services Vice President Dr. Jonas Johannes, aiming at securing food insufficiency of low-income earners in the pilot area. Similar to Bahar Dar and Debre Berhan universities, Walqixxe University was lucky and ambitious enough to be part of the 2-year-long fund provided by US-based Maryland University for 3 selected universities in Ethiopia under Women in Agriculture project. And yet, the university is achieving remarkable results. After submitting an evaluation by delegates of Maryland University, Walqixxe University was chosen and its project was accepted, and be able to secure 500,000 Ethiopian birr for the successful completion of Women in Agriculture project. According to the project rules and regulations, Walqixxe University is getting 100,000 Ethiopian birr per quarter, and so far it accomplished 2 quarters with outstanding performance and tangible change among the beneficiaries. Mr. Abraham Mulatu, lecturer and researcher in Walqixxe University and coordinator of Women in Agriculture project, explained how the first phase was accomplished.
The first phase was, as we said, was a preliminary survey to select those women and the site, then implementing the project, starting from input acquiry, which means purchasing the necessary input like for land preparation and even the seed and the fertilizer that are recommended or required for a given crop cultivation.
According to Mr. Abraham Mulatu, Walqixxe University has one good reason to choose Ija district for this life-changing project.
The main reason why we select this particular site was the accessibility for irrigation, because vegetable crops are high water demanding crops. If there is a permanent water accessibility, we can produce throughout the year at least 3 times per year a given vegetable crop.
Primarily, the university started this project by selecting only 20 beneficiaries from Tirar locality of the Ija district. But later, enhancing its capacity and witnessing the beneficiaries' remarkable change, both in attitude and living standard, it doubles the size of households to be benefited from the project. Beneficiaries were selected based on livelihood data collected from the local administration.
The main selection criteria is based on their economy and income, so that relatively poor or those people or women with food insufficiency were selected, and of course they are working intensively with their capacity.
Before implementation, project coordinators should provide the beneficiaries with intensive training and awareness about this newly emerging food security and balanced diet ensuring project. Previously, these selected farmers were experiencing poor working culture and leading below minimum life standard. Therefore, it was not an easy task to pull them out together to their backyard and introduce them with the work they have never done before, as farming was left only for their husbands and boys. The continuous training and awareness creation activities were successful, and it indeed changed the beneficiaries' minds as they demonstrated by their hard work and expected living standards, especially in food security and providing balanced diet for their children. Mr. Abraham speaks about the types of trainings given by the Walqite University.
We have also trained the way how to harvest, the way how to cook and utilize at the end of their production.
The training was not only critical for the beneficiaries, but also for local agricultural extension workers. It was an enormous opportunity to them to build their capacities. After site and beneficiary selection was successfully completed and training was pre-arranged, the project introduced a variety of vegetables which are essential for balanced diet and improved income generation.
Lettuce, carrot, beetroot, and hot pepper even, and varieties of cabbage, head cabbage and kale cabbage, and Chinese cabbage. These are some of the varieties of vegetables that we have cultivated both in the demonstration site of the university as well in the women's garden. And of course, almost all of the women were benefited from their land or from their garden.
Adanesh Sahale, one of the beneficiaries, expressed how this project changed her working skills and living standard.
ካሮት፣ ቲማቲም፣ ጥቅልል ጎመን፣ ቀይ ስር፣ ሽንኩርት ተጠቅመንበታል። በጣም ጥቅም ያገኘንበት ግማሹ የተረፈው የቤት አረግ ነው፣ ግማሹ ሽጣን ተጠቅመንበታል። በደንብ አሰነጠን፣ ሁሉም ነገር ተረዳን። አሁን እንሰራለን።
Asma Jamal on her part speaks about the multifaceted benefits she gained from this project.
አዲሶች ዶሮ እንቁላል እየጣሉ ለልጆች ያበላለሁ። ከዚህ በፊት እንደዛ ነገር አናቅም ነበር። አሁን እንደገና ሽንኩርት፣ ቀይ ስር፣ ቲማቲም፣ ስኳር ድንች የመሳሰሉት ሁሉም ነገር ተጠቀምኩ። ግማሹ ሽጬ ግማሹ ለልጆቼ በስርዓት ያላየሁት ነገር አየሁ። ወልቂጤ ዩኒቨርሲቲ በጣም እኮ ነው ተጠቀመን። እነሱ ክትትል እያደረጉልን ትርፋማ ስለሆነ ውጤቱ ስላወቅነው እንሰራለን።
After completing the first phase, project coordinators assess and evaluate their and the beneficiaries' performances and come up with better solutions for sustainable food security in the pilot area. During the first phase of implementation, they face flood problems, erosion and infertility of land. Consequently, they proposed new ideas for better benefit.
During the second phase, again, similarly, we have started vegetable production, and of course, it was due to some climatic factor like erosion was somehow devastating, and we have evaluated all the women were not performing equally. To do that, to overcome such problem, we have proposed to use or to diversify the women's activity, not only to rely on vegetables, even to fruit production, and to rear or to produce chickens for their own. So that by having this, we have constructed a chicken house with a capacity of 10 chicken for individual that we have seen before, and we have given 10 chicken of 16-day age to each woman. Of the first women, about 20 of them were benefited from that, and now we have added another 20 women, and they became 40 in number.
Adding to this, the project is also promoting sustainable fruits in their small-scale backyards.
We have planned to plant or provide the women with different fruit varieties. For example, this one is apple variety, and not only apple, grafted avocado and mango seedlings were provided. And for each woman, we have given 10 seedlings, and as you can see, they are managing with mulching and cultivating the land for moisture, as well for cultural practices to improve the productivity and the growth of the crop.
In both phases, the project is showing noteworthy progress as it meets the major objective of the project, which is sustainable food security and having balanced diet. In the near future, the project is looking forward to extend its services and start integrated farm in some small plots and school-based small-scale farms. In some selected schools, high nutrition valued vegetables and fruits will be planted by students. Then, they will learn modern farming and be able to have a balanced diet. It is also believed to have high economic value for students. Walqixxe University, an institution working day in day out for the community, is going to ensure its deep-rooted and long-lasting support for its community. With the assistance of potential and kind donors like the University of Maryland, it is looking forward to address plenty of societal problems.